Educated Telephone and Telegraph was established in 1905. My great-great-grandparents, Maud and Alva Smith, they came into the business in the 1920s.
Growing up, I really enjoyed listening to my grandparents' stories of the early days of the telephone business. Working with the local farmers and landowners, building lease lines, and how the business evolved and changed over time.
They passed it on to my great-grandfather and his wife, Floyd and Neva Day.
Had an ambition to grow it, and that ambition carried on with my grandfather. And once he graduated from Oregon State, after the military, he came over and took ownership and started running the business from then on.
My grandfather is 82. He's very active in the business still.
Dad had the feeling that if I wasn't working, that I would be getting into trouble. So started working with the company when I was 12 years old. Started cleaning telephones and sweeping floors. By the time I was through high school, I had done just about every job there was to do at the telephone company. In my late 20s, I was handed the reins of the company. At that time, we had 1 office in Washington, 2 offices in California, and 6 offices here in Oregon. Today, we operate 26 offices in the 3 states, and we have a little over 300 employees.
We're Motorola Solutions' largest channel partner in North America, and really proud to say have been recognized as one of Motorola Solutions' largest channel tier partners in the world. These accolades and accomplishments come from constantly leveraging the talent base of our employees. We've got some of the best people in the industry. We've also done this through identifying key emerging vertical markets and really going to customers and developing confidence to allow them to believe we are their trusted advisor.
You know, each generation that comes into the business, you know, they have the same drive and same attitude towards providing a service and building a company that's going to last.
The older generation has mentored us by just keeping us involved in the family business and making sure that we succeed and get an education, work outside of the family business, and lets us progress through our careers and gives us opportunities.
Basically, we're trying to instill to our kids, which is the 5th generation, and we have 8 of them now, the importance of working together, getting along, knowing what our objectives are and what our plans are for them. One thing that Dad has taught me is to give credit where it's deserved. And I try to teach that to all of our employees.
One of the reasons that I believe we've been able to make it to the 5th generation is because our grandfather has always taught us to be honest and fair. And without those things, you cannot become successful.
My fondest memories growing up as a kid was always with the family. We just have always been very, very close. We're always there for each other. We always help each other out in time of need.
Giving back. Giving back has been huge for our family. And that's something that's kind of been ingrained in all of us and passed down from generation to generation, and how important it is to give back to the community. I think that that's another thing that's been really important to the Day family and will continue to be passed on generation to generation.
I've had the privilege of working with the smartest businessman I know, my father. And I really appreciate my dad, the things he's taught me, how he's guided me, and the respect that he shows me today, that I've earned over the years.
We're 5th generation. We don't plan on going anywhere, and we want to see the business stick around for our kids and for the future generations and so on. It's kind of a neat thing.